Alright guys, I'm up 840,000 US dollar on my Bitcoin and Ethereum position. And as well, right over here, I'm up about 64,000 US dollar here on Blofin. I'm getting very close here to the $1 million profit I've been talking about in many of my videos. And again, also, just as predicted in the last video, the target here exactly played out, guys. This is going to be an important video. The Bitcoin price is back. What have we been waiting for the last couple of weeks is finally playing out, and it is finally paying off as well. So let's dive here straight into the videos. As you guys know here, we can see here two positions here, up here 660,000 US dollar, 180,000 US dollar right over here. And as well, over here on the Blofin exchange, I as well here have a Bitcoin position that I actually opened here yesterday. You guys can actually see right over here on this arrow. Maybe it's a little bit hard to see on the phone, but there you can see an arrow that I opened here as well. And this one is up 400k. And then I also have the Solana trade here that I opened a couple of weeks ago. This is quite a long time ago, but that one is up here 61,000 US dollars. So we are finally getting somewhere. So let's dive straight into what exactly happened. Well, basically what we actually got over here, as you guys can see, is that Bitcoin jumped here on the week job data, and people are currently betting that the Fed is going to cut. Now, we already know here in the last couple of videos that gold was pumping, that the stocks were pumping. So let's just go here straight to the gold price. Where is it? Right over here. As you guys can see, this has a straight move here to the upside. Look here at the S&P 500, also straight move to the upside. So these things were all extremely high. I said, guys, it's just going to be a matter of time for Bitcoin to follow. And understand, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a random guy on the internet. I'm 25 years old, whatever here. So obviously understand that my video is not financial advice. They're my own opinion. But yeah, I did say many times, in my own opinion, I thought we were going to get that pump to the upside, and we were eventually going to recover and eventually continue the bull run. You guys know I have here still the 200,000 US dollar target here that I think we are going to be hitting here right over here. And I told you guys we have a couple of months left in this bull run until we are eventually going to hit that all-time high. It's going to be a couple of few months, which means in the next coming months, like until basically the end of December, we are going to go through an extremely weird, volatile period that is probably going to mean a lot of upwards price-based action. So if you think that is extremely weird, well, look right over here in 2017. What we basically did here is we went here from about $7,000 all the way here to $20,000, which is like a 3x in just a matter of a month. Basically at middle of November until middle of December, where we set the all-time high, it basically tripled in price. So if you think that right now, I mean, we have October, November, and December, so we have about 3 months here until the end of the year, because that's kind of where I've estimated for this bull run to be. That means, can we do at least a double in those 3 months? I very much believe so, which is why again I have built over here these positions, as you can see over here, Ethereum, Bitcoin, because I really wanted them to be, of course, in a profit. So anyway, these are of course here on the BTCC exchange. I'm trading here on the BTCC exchange, and I'm also trading here on Blofin. All of these trades over here were also posted inside the private Telegram channel, which is, again, completely free to join. If you actually want to join, just go here, click here, the link in the description. Sign up on Blofin or the BTC on Bybit link. Send me your user ID after you've deposited and executed one trade, and send me a DM here on Telegram, and I will actually add you here to the private channel. Blofin also offers a 10% deposit bonus, and BTC as well. And Bybit offers a 10% discount and fee and up to $30,000 in bonus here as well. So just make sure to check all the deals as well here when you are signing up here. These are the exchanges that I'm using, and as you guys know, I'm trading here with leverage, which means basically wherever the price is going to go, you can basically, based on these leverage contracts, you can make money when the price goes up or to the downside. So basically in this case, I've predicted that the price was going to move to the upside, and as it did, it moved in my favor, and that's how these profits are right over here calculated. So anyway, going here to the next thing that we want to talk about is, I wanted to quickly talk here about boom funding rates. I haven't talked about that in a long time, but this is probably going to be very quite crucial to talk about it, because the funding rate is pretty much going to tell us when we can actually expect here that this all-time high, or when this next, I'd say, a local high is going to play out, and when I can potentially look for a target here for my long positions. Because unsurprisingly, I mean, we are currently here negative funding rate. I mean, that is not surprising, because we have been trading inside negative funding rate for a long time. I'm going to disable all of these exchanges. I'm just going to keep here the Bybit and Binance. By the way, this is just the funding rate here from CryptoC on TradingView. And basically what you can see here is that we have the negative funding rate. So that's really what we want to see, a long cluster of negative funding rate. We wouldn't see that at an all-time high. right? I mean, at the all-time high that we had here in 2021, we can clearly see here positive funding rate, very strong positive funding rate, long period of positive funding rate. We don't have that at all. We have a long period of negative funding rate, which in my opinion is again an indication that this is not going to be an all-time high, and it further strengthens here the case here again that we are going to be clear to move much and much further to the upside. So that is what I've been holding on to. Now, why this is going to be so important is that, okay, if this were to flip positive and we're going to move towards 150, 160k, that wouldn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin price is going to cash out, because what you can see is it generally flips into, you know, kind of like a top structure. So what we can see here as well is, I mean, we had positive funding rate here at about $34,000. We eventually still went up here to about $70,000 in one big swoop to the upside. So we still doubled, but that does again indicate that there's trouble, and it can indicate a potential top, especially after a big explosive move to the upside. But negative funding rate, again, that's generally again pointing to the fact that you're still in an accumulation stage. So we have clearly broken here this high as well. I mean, have we just broken this in the last couple of minutes? Yes, we did. We have been moving very strongly here, also taking out here this double bottom, which is very, very good and nice to see. So those trades here in total here almost up $1 million. So quite nice, almost here $900,000, so almost up here to $1 million. So again, we have the Federal Reserve again here saying that the Federal Reserve is saying that there should be weak job reports, which is again further going to show that the Federal Reserve is very likely going to cut the interest rates, or at least people betting that the Fed is going to decrease the interest rates. Again, further speculating here that the Bitcoin price is going to move here to the upside. So in all of that, what we can basically again see, and what the conclusion kind of is of the video, is from now on, I think this thing is going to pump to the upside. 200k is still in play, so this can just be a move towards that. We have the funding rate positive, well, negative, but that's positive for us because we want the Bitcoin price to move to the upside. So at this point in time, it's just waiting. Let's see what the Bitcoin price is going to do. Let's see how high it's going to go. And if it's going to be explosive, that's further again going to strengthen the case that we are indeed going to move to $200,000 here. And yeah, in that case, I will update you guys in a later video. So that's pretty much it here. Quick update. And yeah, again, I'm a random guy on the internet, so nothing that I say is financial advice, so understand that. And of course, I hope to see you guys here in my next video. Bye-bye.